Idioms. They play a supremely important part as we start using English in context, with accuracy, and most importantly, in fluency. Because without idioms, your English is nothing but plain mechanical use of language. And in this lesson, I'm just going to help you with that. But there's a theme to it. What is the theme? We're going to be looking at idioms that have one or the other component of body part in it. It means these idioms are not related to, or they mean something that is in relation to the parts of the body. But a part of the body, name of the body part, is used within these idioms, but they can have myriads of meanings. So this is what we're going to be looking at today. So without further ado, let's get started. The first idiom of the day is break a leg. It does not mean that you actually break a leg. It actually has a completely different meaning. So the part of the body that we are referring to is leg. When you say break a leg, it means to wish someone good luck. In simple language, it means good luck. So if somebody is starting something important, you say good luck to them. They're starting a new job, they are going to sit for an important exam, you say good luck. But instead of saying good luck, you say break a leg. What do you say? Break a leg. Please have a look. Break a leg on your restaurant's opening tonight. I'm sure it will be a huge success. Good luck on your restaurant's opening tonight. Break a leg means to say good luck. The next one is, before her big dance performance, her friends gathered around and said, break a leg. What is break a leg here? The friend said, good luck for your dance performance. So next time if you want to say break a leg, please don't say good luck, say break a leg. Let's have a look at the second idiom, that is cold shoulder. For example, imagine you're by my side and I'm giving you cold shoulder. That means this is what I'm doing to you. I'm not talking to you. So it means to ignore someone or stop speaking intentionally. That is to give them a cold shoulder. You know, it happens in weddings and functions, especially in India, when you meet a certain distant relative and although you've made the eye contact, but they did not respond or did not say hi. So what are they doing? They're giving you a cold shoulder, which could happen either ways. All right, what is it? Cold shoulder. Some examples are, after their argument, Ryan felt hurt when Ria gave him the cold shoulder for days. That means Ria kept ignoring Ryan. Next, despite trying to mend things, what is mend things? Change them. She continued to receive the cold shoulder from her colleagues. She continued to be ignored from her colleagues. The next one is get off on the wrong foot. When you say get off on the wrong foot, it means to start something with a bad beginning or misunderstanding. Here, get off means to start. On the wrong foot means with a bad beginning. So get off means to start and the rest of it means beginning. So with misunderstanding. So get off on a wrong foot means to start something with a bad beginning or misunderstanding. An example of in a real life context can be, I got off on the wrong foot with my neighbor when I suspected him for a robber. That was funny. I thought my neighbor was a robber because possibly they were wearing the same shirt, but I got off on the wrong foot. That means the situation all started with the wrong misunderstanding. Initially, my roommate and I got off on the wrong foot due to a misunderstanding about the rent. Yeah, we started an argument, which was, the beginning of it was wrong because there was a misunderstanding. So, an important body part that is involved in this is foot. So when you say get off on a wrong foot or on the wrong foot, it means start something with a misunderstanding or bad beginning. Keep your fingers crossed. We've all seen it. When you do this, it means you're hoping for the best, correct? So it means to hope for a good result or hope for the best. That is to keep your fingers crossed. For example, I'll keep my fingers crossed that the weather stays nice for our hiking trip. What is hiking trip? You go up the mountain, yeah? Many obstacles, rocks, stones, etc. You pass them all. Yep. Next is, I'm about to check my exam results online, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed. That means I'm hoping for the best. This recently happened with my sister. Throughout the day, she kept her fingers crossed, hoping for the best, that her results came well. Cost an arm and a leg. Cost means to pay for something. When you pay for something that involves your arms and involves your leg, that means you've got to pay one of your arms and you've got to pay one of your leg as well. Do you think that's too much to ask for? Right? It's too much to ask for. So cost an arm and a leg means something that costs a lot. To describe something that is very expensive, it costs a lot of money. An example of it could be, buying a brand new sports car can often cost an arm and a leg. That's true. My favorite car is Aston Martin. It costs an arm and a leg. So, what is something that costs an arm and a leg and is your favorite? Let me know with the help of this phrase in the comment section below. The next is, that new smartphone costs an arm and a leg, but it's worth it. See, here is the smartphone. Yeah. Recently, iPhone 15 came out. Yeah. Costs an arm and a leg. Correct? Another is all ears. When you're saying something and I give you all my ears, that means all my ears are directed to what you're saying. Am I listening carefully or am I not listening to you? I'm listening carefully. And that's what all ears means. To be fully attentive. To listen to somebody with a lot of attention, paying a lot of attention. When she started sharing her exciting travel stories, I was all ears, eager to hear every detail. Yeah, I was listening attentively. During the meeting, she was listening attentively. She was all ears, carefully listening to her colleagues' innovative ideas. What is innovative? It means interesting, brand new ideas. The next is, put your foot in your mouth. Put your foot in your mouth means to say something embarrassing. Yeah? To say something foolish or embarrassing is to put your foot in your mouth. It's a very interesting phrase that we can use for a lot of people. So here we go. An example of it is, he often puts his foot in his mouth. He often embarrasses and says something foolish when he talks about sensitive topics, and especially sensitive topics when it comes to communication should not be spoken in public. Topics related to politics, your political views, topics related to your how much money you make, etc. They're all very sensitive, private topics. Religion, etc. is a part of that list. So what is suggested? It is suggested that you do not put your foot in your mouth. You do not embarrass yourself or say something foolish. Next is, she unintentionally put her foot in her mouth by making an inappropriate comment on the issue. Put her foot in her mouth is embarrass somebody, say something foolish. On the tip of your tongue. When you say something that is on the tip of your tongue, that is when you know something but can't recall it at that moment. So you say, sorry, it's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't recall what that is. So in that case, you say, it's on the tip of my tongue. For example, the actor's name is on the tip of my tongue, but I just can't remember it right now. It happens with all of us. So when you know something, it's right there, you know that feeling, but you're not able to say it, but you know what you're trying to say. That is, it's on the tip of your tongue. Oh, I had that dish last night in a restaurant. It was so amazing. What's the name? It's on the tip of my tongue. Like that. The answer to the question was on the tip of her tongue, but she couldn't say it. That's another use of it. Let's move on. Keep your nose clean. When you keep your nose clean means to stay out of trouble or risky problems. After his last run-in with the law, he decided to keep his nose clean and focus on helping the detectives. He decided to be out of the trouble. The next one is, after getting into legal trouble in his youth, he's been working hard to keep his nose clean. So he's done enough naughtiness that he had to in the beginning of his life, in the early stages of his life. Now he wishes to be out of trouble, to keep his nose clean. The next is by the skin of your teeth. What is by the skin of your teeth? So what is this? You've got your teeth and inside it is very sensitive skin. So when you say by the skin of your teeth, it means to get by something with a small narrow margin. That means you've just gotten saved, otherwise it could have been worse. For example, they boarded the flight by the skin of his teeth. That means they were about to miss the flight, as you can see in the picture. So they just boarded it. It was just going to leave. The doors, the boarding gates were just going to close. But they boarded the flight just by the skin of their teeth, or his teeth. Next, the team won the championship match by the skin of their teeth with a last-minute goal. So it was going to be a tie. It was that competitive. But by the skin of one's teeth, what happened eventually? It was a last-minute goal. Play it by ear. It means to do something in a planned manner or spontaneously. Let's find out. It means to do something without a plan. For example, the team decided not to stress too much and played by ear in the finals. That means not practice like crazy. It's important to play it by ear, which means to go without a plan. Instead of planning every detail of the party, let's just play it by ear and see how the night unfolds. We don't want to plan everything. Let's just be spontaneous and go without a plan and see how the party develops, unfolds. Give someone a hand. When you give someone a hand, what are you doing? You're helping them, correct? To help someone with something. For example, I gave my old neighbor a hand with carrying her groceries to her apartment. How sweet is that? Yeah. It's very important to give a hand, especially when somebody is in need. Yeah. Another example is, he gave his friend a hand in setting up the decorations for the Christmas dinner. As you can see in the picture, people are planning their Christmas dinner or Christmas party. So giving your friend a hand is to help your friend. Head in the clouds. When you've got your head in the cloud, are you able to see things clearly? You're not. So what does it mean? To not pay attention or to daydream is to keep your head in the clouds. Which is, Sarah often has her head in the clouds during class, thinking about her upcoming vacation rather than focusing on what's going on. So that is to keep your head in the clouds. Another example is, he missed the important instructions because he had his head in the clouds during the meeting. Twist someone's arms. When you twist someone's arms, what are you doing? You are putting pressure on them to do something that they don't want to do. So to pressurize someone is to twist their arm. I had to twist her arms to get her to come to the party with us. I had to pressurize her, really. The next example is, the salesman tried to twist my arm into buying the more expensive car, but I stuck to my budget. The salesman was trying to force me, but I was smarter than the salesman and I was stuck. That means I knew what I had to do. See eye to eye, very important. I have an uncle and I don't see eye to eye with him. So what does that mean, see eye to eye? That means we don't make eye contact. So for example, I know you're there, but I'm looking there. I'm not making an eye contact with you. So what am I doing? Ignoring you, right? So it means to agree with someone if you see them eye to eye. But if you don't, that means you don't agree with them. Correct? So the team members should see eye to eye, should agree with each other on the project goals to ensure a successful outcome. Okay. Another example is, the couple don't always see eye to eye. They don't agree with each other on every issue, but they still respect each other's views. Very, very important. So, that's the end. What did you learn? You learned idioms related to body parts. Every idiom had one part of the body in it. We use them to talk about daily conversations and examples, etc. And eventually, getting fluent tips here and there and how we can use it to contextualize it better. This is the end of this lesson. Please ask a question in the comment section below if you have any, and I will see you soon. Until then, take care.